So, why do we live in society? Our natural state is in the jungle, but for some reason, we come together in society. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. Because we aren't animals. It is manifestly evident that we are superior to everything in the animal kingdom and everything else in material creation. We're better than the plants, the rocks, the microorganisms, the animals, everything. Can the animals observe the universe? Can they create poetry and art? Can they contemplate existence? Only in Disney movies. Animals in the jungle live in a constant state of survival. A human in the jungle behaves exactly the same way. So where does this come from then? Where does this urge to live in society come from? It clearly doesn't come from nature or anything else in material creation. If it did, then the animals and the plants and everything else would also have society and civilization. They don't. We know it doesn't come from there, so where does it come from? Well, it's pretty simple. It comes from the spiritual side of our existence, not the material side. Thus, society is a spiritual concept. And let's use this as the first principle of society. The foundation for everything that emanates from society. Everything we build needs to be on this foundation. When we allow materialistic institutions to thrive in society, all we do is create a jungle inside of society. And a jungle inside of society is worse than the jungle of the real natural material world. In the jungle of nature, you have a chance of survival. You can try to get food by getting up a tree and getting fruit or nuts or killing meat. You can build shelter somewhere. In society, we don't allow that. We need currency to get food, and we have property rights. So we need to alter our foundation for policy making. We have to constantly ask ourselves, does this policy start from a spiritual, social, moral point of view, or is it a materialistic one? If it's simply a materialistic one, all we're going to do is create a jungle. And at every step of the implementation, we must check to see if we are still on the foundation or veering off. And it's not just in the implementation. During the analysis of the problem and the solution design, we have to check also. We need to ask ourselves, what is the true benefit to the average citizen? Are we helping the least of these? Should we allow an institution to exist that can bring harm onto society? Should we allow social processes, i.e. the economy, to exist solely for materialistic reasons, like money? Should we allow an institution to exist that can poison our food, or our water, or our air, or our public discourse, or our children, or our education, or our health, or our minds? As an engineer, we know that when we look at a problem, we don't immediately solve the problem put in front of us. We make sure that it is the core problem and not just a symptom of another problem. When I look at society and I look at all the problems we have around the world, I keep coming back to this. Our materialism and arrogance are killing us. We are allowing anyone to poison anything as long as they make money. This cannot go on. It's not sustainable. We need to replace the materialism and arrogance with spiritualism and humility. What we need to do is build a society and a planet whose foundation is firmly upon do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This is what our new foundation for society should be.